Okay, I'm teaching my son to play Star Trek here. He's played before against me, but we're doing just the SCIMITAR mission. He got some new ships and he wants to try them out. I'm just taking the Shatang and I'm trying out that new Fleet Captain card. We're doing the SCIMITAR mission. The SCIMITAR has a, what is it? Captain skill of 10. So I use the skill 9 Martok and the Fleet Captain Klingon to give my guy skill 11, just to see what that's going to be like. So I took the Shatang, Martok, and the Fleet Captain. Inchu was free because I didn't use the extra elite talent on the Fleet Captain. And then I also got Advanced Weapon System, Photon Torpedoes, more Photon Torpedoes, and Sinon. And that's 50 points. Like I said, the Incha part is free. Kind of a small, fragile ship, but I think his ships should win the day anyway. He's got the Tactical Cube 138, and he's got a Tactical Drone and 7 of 9 on there to beef that up. He took 2 ships. They're not quite each 50. One of them, I think, is 57 and 6, 53, and the other one's 47. Yeah, so he kind of split up a little bit. Anyway, yeah, so he's got the Borg Queen. It's the Admiral one. She's an Admiral on the other side, but he only had 5 points left, and yeah, that's what he decided to spend his points on. So it's got the Queen Vessel Prime, so there's his Borg Cube with the tac drone 7 of 9, and then the Borg Queen thing here. And we're going to try to destroy that... Okay, so that's our first round. I just moved forward 1 and cloaked. And then his ship moved 3 to the side. This ship moved 4, was it 4 forward, I think it was? And then the 2 ships fired. Only his ship and the SCIMITAR were in range. It took 6 shields off him, and he fired back and took 4 shields off it. So it's losing. Yeah, it's only got half its shields left. So it's looking not too bad, actually. This scenario kind of built for the Borg. That was a pretty good hit there, everybody. Okay, so that was a pretty good round of firing for the Borg. So my ship gets to fire first because Martok skill 9 is pumped up to an 11 because I got that Fleet Captain card on him. So I fired first, and I think I got a couple shields off him. The SCIMITAR then fired, because it's a skill 10, fired on the Borg Cube, took the rest of its shield off and got 3 hits on it. It fired back and took off all its remaining shields, and so it doesn't have cloak anymore. And then the Queen on her big ship fired, and now it has no shields. In fact, it's got 2 hits and a crit on it. The crit is something that Engine Room fired, treat all terminators as red movers. It doesn't do anyway. But now it has no cloak, and so it only has 2 evade dice, and it only moves 2 instead of 3. So that's looking kind of nice right now. I also target lock, but for no real reason. But anyway, that's looking pretty nice right now. We'll see how this goes. Okay, so that's the end of the game right there. Martok on his on the Shatang there fired and did some damage. For my action, I just re-enabled my advanced weapon system, so I didn't uncloak. Kind of a neat thing. I don't know. Then it fired. The SCIMITAR fired and destroyed his tactical cube, so it blew up his tactical cube. But then the Queen on her Simulation Prime, which is untouched, fired back and finished off the SCIMITAR. It didn't have its cloak, and so it could only roll 3 evades because it was at range 3. But he rolled like 6 a dice and got it was 3 hits and 2 crits, and it could not. In fact, in the end, I think it had 10 damage instead of 8, which is all it could. Its hull is. So he really destroyed it. So that's the end. Klingons helped the Queen there. The Borg cube was lost, but SCIMITAR was destroyed, so that was a successful mission.
Yay!